You hired someone 3 months ago. They crushed the interview. Their resume looked amazing. You were excited. But now they're not hitting their numbers, their pipeline is weak, and you're starting to panic because you've already invested thousands of dollars in training them and you have no idea if they're going to turn it around or just make another 50K mistake. Does that sound familiar? Well, here's the truth. Every business owner will have an underperforming sales rep at some point. It's just the law of averages. The question isn't if it will happen. The question is, what are you going to do when it does happen? And today I'm going to give you the 3-step framework that I use for managing underperformers that will either fix the problem or give you clarity to move on without second guessing it yourself. Let's get right into it. First of all, my name is Craig and I help business owners that are doing 35K plus per month build high-performing in-house sales teams with pre-vetted talent. I've seen hundreds of underperforming situations play out, and what I can tell you is this. Most business owners handle this completely the wrong way. They either wait too long, hoping things will magically improve, or they fire too quickly and lose someone that they could have turned into a great sales rep with the right support. So today I'm going to walk you through the exact 3-step framework that I use to diagnose underperformers, fix what is fixable, and make the right call on whether to keep investing or cut your losses. And by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to do with that rep that is not hitting their numbers. Now, here's the issue. The first mistake I see most business owners make is assuming that underperformance is always a people problem. You'll hear things such as they're not working hard enough, or they're not cut out for sales, or here's one, they don't have what it takes. Right? But here's what I've learned after analyzing, countless sales situations and teams. At least 50% of the time, underperformance is not about the rep. It's about the sales system. Because, we have specifically placed hundreds of salespeople, right, before within businesses, right? And I have seen this, not just within Sales Match, but, just data in general that I've looked at, right? A lot of times it is not the actual rep, because you can place an insanely good rep into a bad sales system and they'll be mediocre, right? Or you can place a mediocre rep, right, into a really great sales system and they'll do great, right? So before you do anything else, you need to figure out what's actually causing the underperformance in the first place. Because if you don't, you're going to be left up with a bunch of questions. Because here's the thing, if you fire a rep for a problem you created, you're going to hire somebody new and they're going to have the exact same issue 3 months from now. Now, let's look at the 4 root causes this happens, and what the 4 root causes, in my opinion, are for underperformance. Number 1 is that they just don't have enough leads, okay? And this is the most common one. You hired them thinking that you had that you had lead gen and lead flow figured out, but you don't. Or your marketing dropped off, or the leads that you're giving them are just plain garbage, and no amount of sales skills can close people who aren't qualified or interested in the first place, okay? Second root cause is that they don't know how to sell your product. Maybe your onboarding was weak. Maybe your product is more complex than they realized. Or maybe they don't understand your ICP or your value proposition, right? This is a training issue, not a talent issue. The third reason is that they're simply not doing the work. This is the people problem that we talked about. They're not making the calls. They're not following up. They're not putting in the reps. This is about work ethic, discipline, or maybe even motivation, right? And this is one that is usually the easiest to spot because the activity metrics and the KPIs tell the story, right? Now, the fourth reason is they might just be the wrong fit, right? Now, sometimes even with the right leads, the right training, and the right effort, a rep just isn't a fit for your product, your market, or your sales cycle. Maybe they're great at transactional sales or low ticket sales, but you need somebody who can nurture longer sales cycles, right? Or maybe they don't believe in your product. This isn't just about effort, it's about alignment, okay? Now, let's talk about, how to diagnose this and basically what you can do. Now, first, have a look at the data. Pull their activity metrics, right? How many calls are they making? How many meetings are they booking? What's their show up rate? What's their close rate? And compare it to your other reps or industry benchmarks if you don't have other reps. Now, if their activity is low, that's a work ethic or motivation problem. If their activity is high, but conversions are low, that's a skill or training problem. And if their meetings have high no-shows, that's a lead quality problem. Now, you should have a direct conversation. Don't assume you know what's going on. Sit down with them and ask them, walk me through your process. What's working? What's not working? What do you need from me? And you'd be shocked how many reps are struggling with something simple that you can honestly fix within 10 minutes. Now, second of all, check your infrastructure. Are you giving them good leads? Do they have a proven script? Do they have a CRM that actually works and is functional? And do they have clear training documents? Because if you're setting them up to fail, that's on you, not them. And once you know what the real problem is, you can move towards step 2. Okay, so now that you've diagnosed the issue, now you need to fix it, okay? And the way you do this is with a 30-day performance improvement plan or PIP. And again, I didn't get this we didn't make this up here at Sales Match. That's Alex Hormozi's performance improvement plan. I love it, we use it, and which is called a PIP. Okay, so how do you fix this within 30 days, not 90 days? And again, we don't want to see, let's see how it goes for 30 days, because here's why. If somebody cannot show meaningful improvement in 30 days, they're not going to magically turn it around in 90 days. That's not going to happen. And every day you wait is costing you money in lost deals, maybe wasted base salary, and definitely opportunity cost. And here's the thing, day 30 or 30 days is also long enough to be fair. It gives them a real shot to be course corrected, right? And it gives you enough data to make a confident decision. Now, here's how you structure the 30-day PIP, right? Or performance improvement plan. First, define the specific problem. Don't be vague. Don't say you need to perform better. Say your close rate is at 8% and we need you to be at 15. Or you're booking 3 meetings a week and we need you to be at 10. Or you're not following up with the leads within 24 hours, 2 hours, 2 minutes, whatever you want it to be. The point here is be crystal clear about what's wrong, okay? Second of all, basically set the exact metrics that they need to hit. What does success look like in 30 days from now? Again, be specific. By the end of this month, right, this is what you will tell them. By the end of this month, you need to close 5 deals, book 40 meetings, and have a follow-up completion rate of 90%. Third, provide the support that they need. It's simple, right? If it's a training issue, schedule daily role-play sessions. If it's a lead quality issue, give them better leads. If it's a process issue, fix the process. You can't just say, just do better, right? Without giving them the tools to actually do better, okay? Fourth, set weekly check-ins with them. Don't wait until the 30 days is over to see if they improved. Check in with them weekly. Basically tell them, here's where you are now and here's where you need to be, okay? What's working, what's not working, what do you need from me? This keeps them accountable and gives you early warning signs if it's not going to work out, right? Now, fifth, please do this. Document everything. This is critical, right? Write down the performance plan, write down the weekly check-ins, save the emails. If you end up needing to let them go, you want a clear paper trail that shows you gave them a fair shot and they didn't improve, okay? Now here's the 2 possible outcomes. After the end of the 30 days, one of 2 things will happen. Outcome 1 is they improve, their numbers come up, their effort increases, they start closing deals. Great. You just saved a hire, and you probably saved yourself months of recruiting and training, and you have a rep who now knows you're serious about performance. Outcome number 2 is they don't improve. Their numbers stay flat or get worse. They make excuses. They don't put in the work. And now you have clarity. You gave them a fair shot. You provided them support and they didn't deliver. Time to move on. And here's the key. Either outcome is a win for you because you're not guessing anymore. You have data. You have documentation. And you can make a decision with actual confidence and clarity. Excuse me. Now, here's where most business owners screw this up completely. They finally make the decision to let the underperformer go, and then they start hiring the incomplete hiring process from scratch. They post the job, they wait for applicants, they do first round interviews, second round interviews, they make an offer, and the person gives 2 weeks notice, right? And now it's a 6 to 8 week process since they let the last person go and they have 0 sales coming in. This is a massive, expensive mistake. Because here's the truth. The time to start looking for your next sales rep is not after the current one leaves. It's before, okay? Now, this brings me into the bench strategy. And this is something, we religiously tell our clients all the time, right? You always need to have backup talent within your pipeline, always. This is essentially why our clients use us, is because we always have sales talent ready to go on our bench, right? And I'm not saying you need to actively hire when you don't need somebody, but you should always be passively collecting resumes, doing informal conversations, and keeping a short list of people who can step in if needed, right? Now, here's what this looks like in practice. Number 1, always be networking. When you meet a good sales rep, even if you don't need them right now, stay in touch. Connect on LinkedIn, grab a coffee a few months in, build a relationship so that when you need somebody, you can reach out to them and they already know you, right? Number 2, keep posting or keep your job posting alive. Quick tip, you're not really gonna find really good salespeople on job postings. You should recruit them. But anyway, keep your job postings live if this is the way that you basically find sales talent. Even if you're fully staffed, we're always looking for top talent posting up. Collect those resumes, do quick screening calls, build a pipeline of people who are pre-qualified and ready to go. Or, third of all, work with a talent partner. This is where companies like Sales Match comes in, right? Instead of scrambling to find somebody when you need them, you have a partner who always has pre-vetted experienced reps ready to be placed. You basically skip the 6 to 8 week hiring process and get somebody in the door in days, not months. Now, you might be sitting and wondering, well, why does this matter, right? Well, having backup talent ready to go changes everything, because now when you're evaluating that underperforming rep, you're not thinking, I cannot afford to let them go because I don't know where to find anybody else, right? Instead, you're thinking, if this doesn't work out, I have 3 or more qualified people I can bring in next week, right? And that confidence changes how you manage. Basically, you're not desperate. You're not tolerating mediocrity because you're scared of being short-staffed. You can hold on to people with high standards because you have options. Plus, your current reps, they can sense this. They know that if they don't perform, they're not going to beg to basically stay, right? You're going to replace them with somebody better. And this creates a culture of performance, not entitlement. So, in essence, let's recap the 3-step framework for handling underperformers. 1, diagnose the real problem. Is it leads, training, effort, or fit? Don't assume. Look at the data and have the conversation. 2, implement a 30-day performance improvement plan. Set clear metrics, provide support, check in weekly, and more importantly, document everything. And at the end of the 30 days, you'll have clarity. Step number 3, have backup talent ready to go. Don't wait until you need somebody to start looking. Always have a pipeline full of qualified candidates so you're never stuck with underperformance, right? Now, if you do these 3 things, you'll never again waste months in hoping an underperforming rep will magically turn it around. You will fix what's fixable and move on from what's not with confidence. Now, look, I get it. Managing underperformance is one of the hardest parts of building a sales team. You want to believe in people. You want to give them a shot, but you also cannot afford to let empathy cost you revenue. That's why having a clear framework like this is so important. It takes the emotion out of it and gives you the process to follow. And if you want to skip the 6 to 8 week scramble when you need to basically replace somebody, that's exactly why we built Sales Match. We provide pre-vetted, experienced sales talent so you can build your in-house team without trial and error. These reps that we provide you with, they have been screened, their track records have been screened, and they are ready to go. So if you're doing $35K a month and you are looking for remote sales teams in-house, we can do that for you. More in the links down below. But other than that, really hope you found some sort of value out of this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.